Hello there, greetings everybody. I want to welcome you here to Prog Monster. My name is Murph. I am the host of this show. This is a show dedicated to progressive rock and other forms of rock music. And I am a CD collector, as you can see. Vinyl doesn't really interest me, really never has. I did like the album covers, that was the best part of it, but I find CDs are much more to my liking and easier to keep as well. So anyways, we're back here to do an episode that I have not done for over a month. I decided to discontinue the series because I found they were getting too long, too involved, too much going on, and I thought I could space that out by putting it at the end of each episode, talk about what's happening the following week. And that was actually making the other videos too long, so I decided to go back to it. And DB brought it up about a week ago, so I thought about what he said, and then I thought, you know what, he's probably right. I'm going to go back and do this episode starting again this week. So the show I'm talking about is called This Week, which is a show that I do every week, and which I will be doing again every week, which kind of talks about the stuff that's going to be happening on this series, on this channel for the week coming. I may talk about stuff in the future as well, and in some cases I may bring up stuff in the past. I will make up one of those today. So I hope that you will enjoy this episode. So for the past, there's only the one thing I wanted to bring up. So last week on Monday night's Look Back at a Classic Rock Album, I did Queen's A Day at the Races. I did make one faux pas, and I apologize. I was too tired to be making the video. I should have just either done it earlier in the day when I had a little bit of a moment, and I decided to wait until after I got home, and then it was late and I was tired, and I said that John Deacon was actually the drummer for Queen. We all know that isn't true, that he's actually the bass player. So I do apologize for that. So anyways, that's enough of that. On to what's coming up for this week. So this week I have 9 episodes to do. The first one already went this morning, which was the 7th episode of the Masterpiece albums from Black Sabbath. That's a mini-series I've run all week long, Monday to Sunday. The final episode came out this morning. If you want to see it, you can just go back and watch it. Then we have this episode, which is we're doing right now, and then the next episode out of the case is the last episode of a mini-series that I've been running every Sunday night to kind of fill in for Ben's album challenge, which is Kiss the Originals, one episode for each of the original 4. This is the final episode, and we're doing Ace Frehley, probably the most popular member of the band, probably my favorite, maybe him or Stanley now. It's back and forth. Lately it's been Stanley, but it's been him most of my natural career of listening to music. This is one of my favorite albums as well. So we'll be doing Ace Frehley for the final episode. I hope to see you there. That'll come out tonight. The next show that we normally do is on Monday nights. It's called Monday Nights Look Back at a Classic Rock Album. This week we'll be featuring The Police in Zenyatta Mondatta. I've been wanting to do some more Police. I did Regatta de Blanc last, but it's been a while. So now it's time to get back in to do some more Police, and so we're going to be doing this album, Zenyatta Mondatta. So the next show that we normally do during the week is a show that is bi-weekly, sharing that slot with another show called Ranking the Songs Off an Album. This week we're doing album sides. I've chosen this album to do the side off of, in the Court of the Crimson King. I could have done either of the sides here, either side 1 or 2. Either one would have been easily qualified here. But I decided to do side 2 because I think it's a little bit better, and that's the one I feel like doing. So we're going to do that one this week. Side 2 of In the Court of the Crimson King for album sides. So the next show that we normally do is my favorites. Lately I've been doing top 25s and top 5s. Those have been back and forth over the last month or so, doing one, then the other, then another. And this time we're going to do a top 10. Haven't done one of these episodes for a while. This will be the top 10 favorite songs of the Pretenders, a band I love quite a bit. Shouldn't be any problem finding 10. Probably can find 20, but we'll do 10. That's what we normally do. We'll stick to what's normal. And so it'll be the top 10 favorite songs, my favorite songs of the Pretenders for Wednesday night's favorites. The next show that we normally do is Thursday night, What's New. I'm doing a progressive metal band this week called Caliglia's Horse, and their album, which is called Charcoal Grave, which is a new album. For those of you who don't know what this show is about, I choose an album that's come out in the calendar year we're in. 2024 is what we're in, so I'll be doing all albums that are coming out this year. That's the reason why I call it What's New. So that album will come out on Thursday night. So the next show we normally do is on Saturday. It is another bi-weekly show. We usually do exploring the prog verse one week, and then we do metal the second week. I've decided to do glam metal band. Blues, hard rock, blues, glam, metal, heavy metal band. Whitesnake. That's what we're doing this week. I have been a bigger fan of Whitesnake in the past. They've kind of gone on a little bit of a lowdown for me. I haven't listened to them much for a while. They've kind of been out of my mind and not really interested in listening to them as much. But I'm going to try to give them a little bit of a comeback here. So Whitesnake will be the metal band that we're going to feature on Metal this week on Saturday night. And the kind of the last episode, it's here on the sheet as the last episode, but it's actually going to come out on Wednesday, which will be Album Hauls. Comes out once a month. At the end of the last day of every month, I do a kind of list of I go over all the albums that I've purchased over the course of the month of January in this case. And so I look forward to doing that, and we'll talk about some of the new stuff I've purchased then. So I hope you have enjoyed listening to that. As far as the future goes, only one thing I can tell you for sure. There will be another mini-series coming out. Well, actually, probably two of them. One will continue with the spot that... actually, I'm thinking I'm going to do it on the Friday night, the next mini-series, which will be a 5-episode part called My 5... Well, actually, it's just going to be called Drummers, but I'm going to talk about my 5 favorite drummers. I'm not quite sure exactly how the format's going to go for each episode, but there'll be one released every Friday for the next, not starting this Friday, but the following Friday it'll start, and we will go for 5 weeks on that one. As for the other mini-series, there may be a daily one that goes as much as 6 episodes. I've been working on this for a bit. I don't really want to say what it is yet because I may change my mind and do something else. So, but there will be something coming out, a daily one. Not this week. This week's a break week. I got a few things to do, and then I will start that the following week. So I hope that you've enjoyed this episode of this week. I'm trying to keep it shorter now. It's going to keep it under 10 minutes if I can. That's my goal. And I hope you've enjoyed this. If you have, please hit the like and subscribe. That's much appreciated. Any comments or anything that you want to suggest for this show or anything like that, if you have anything that you'd like to see done, you can put that in the comment section. If I'm capable of doing it, I will. Sometimes people ask me to do stuff on groups that I have no idea about and no interest in, so I won't be able to do that. Or they may ask me stuff that is very detailed and involved, and I have to make plans for that. There's a little more consideration. But other than that, I will try to do what I can. Don't forget to hit the notification bell. That's much appreciated. And we will see you next Sunday with another episode of This Week. Take care and goodbye.